Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin's. We're back with another edition of PauLInstaMyooin's personal best opinions on Pokemon. So for this edition will be about Zapdos. So the moves for Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. First of all, Drill Peck. Drill Peck is an 80 power, 100 accuracy, physical flying type attack. And there's no special effect, it's just a pretty good flying type attack. And then Thundershock. Thundershock is a 40 power, 100 accuracy, special electric type attack. And this has a 10% chance whoever uses it against to paralyze. So pretty much what the paralysis status effect does, it pretty much makes it to where you could possibly, if you're paralyzed, not be able to do anything that turn. It'll say you're paralyzed and can't move, and it'll also cut your speed in half, just being paralyzed in general. So it's pretty great. And yeah, Thundershock's like one of the basic of all the electric type attacks. It's pretty commonly known. And then Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is a 100 accuracy status electric type attack, and when this lands, whoever uses against, it will pretty much just paralyze them. So it's pretty great because it's a guaranteed paralysis if they can't get paralyzed. So it's pretty nice. And then Light Screen. Light Screen is a 100 accuracy status psychic type move, and pretty much for 5 turns, your whole team, when you get hit by special attacks, it's pretty much going to do 50 less damage to your whole team. So it's pretty sweet. And then the parentheses. Alright, so parentheses, this is because Thunder, I'll explain what it does. This is 110 not 110 accuracy, 110 power, 70 accuracy, special electric type attack. And I believe it has a 30% chance, if not then a 10% chance to paralyze whoever uses against. So pretty much have that instead of Thundershock, but only if you want to just like risk it, or because this has like under 90 accuracy, it's an attack. I personally don't normally have those on my Pokemon, unless you have another Pokemon to boost their accuracy, and then use a move like the Baton Pass to pass over that accuracy boost to the Pokemon who you want the accuracy get boosted to. Or you can just lower the evasion or however you want to use this against with like a move like Sweet Scent, where it lowers their evasion by, older generations it was just 1, and in current generations it's by 2 when you use Sweet Scent on the Pokemon. But also, when a Pokemon switches out, all stat boosts and stat losses they had will be reset, so you gotta kind of be careful about that. And one of the things about Thunder is when you use Thunder when it's raining, actually it'll be 100% accuracy every time, so it could be pretty good. So yeah, you can like risk it, or you can have those things, like I said, to prepare yourself. And then, for Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, the only thing different here is instead of Light Screen, you actually want Charge. Now, Charge is a 100 accuracy status electric type move, and pretty much when you use this, your special defense goes up by 1, but also the next electric type attack that you use on the next turn, like you use Charge and then you use like something like Thundershock, it'll actually double the power of that electric type attack. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. And then for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, XY, Mega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. So the only thing different here is instead of Thundershock, you actually want Discharge. Now Discharge is an 80 power, 100 accuracy, special electric type attack. And this is one of the moves to where if you're in a multiple battle, like a Pokemon with multiple, a battle with multiple Pokemon on the field, it'll actually hit all of them. So it's pretty great, crazy like that. But the whole charge and discharge combination, like, not because it charge has like charge in its name, but it's like charge doubles the power of the electric type attack. And I believe this also has a 10% chance to paralyze whoever uses against the discharge attack. So it's an all-around really good move. And then for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, some things are different here. There is no charge, so it just has Light Screen back. And then 2 new moves, Sky Attack and Thunderbolt. Sky Attack is 140 power, 90 accuracy, physical flying type attack. And pretty much you have to charge for 1 turn, like it'll say you're cloaked in light, and then on the second turn you'll attack. So it's pretty great. And then Thunderbolt, I believe is a 90 power, but I think in some generations it was 95. But anyway, it's always been 100 accuracy, special electric type attack. It's always had the same effect, having a 10% chance to paralyze whoever you use it against. So it's pretty good. And then, yeah, the held item for Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, you want the Magnet. Now what the Magnet does, this raises the power of electric type moves by 10%. And then for Fire Red and Leaf Green, you want the King's Rock. This pretty much adds on the 10% chance to all your attacks to have a 10% chance to, yeah, flinch. So pretty much how flinching works, you only can flinch a Pokemon if you're faster than them. So you'll know when a Pokemon is flinched in a turn. It'll literally say they flinched and can't move, and then their move is canceled out that turn. So yeah. And then for Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, X, Y, Mega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire. For offlining with the Life Orb. Now what the Life Orb does, for all Pokemon's special and physical type attacks, the one who's holding this of course, it gets boosted by 30%, but every time you do damage, you'll be taking a bit of that damage to your own life. So yeah, you'll be doing a lot more damage to all your attacks, but you'll be taking a bit of damage compared to how much you've done to your own health. So yeah, and then the online, about the online held item usage is when a held item that gets like consumed by its own effect. When that happens in an online battle, you actually get it back right after the battle's done. So it's really good for items like the Focus Sash, to where they're really annoying to grind for. So what the Focus Sash does exactly, when a Pokemon's at full health and they would have got one-shotted, they'll always live at 1 health if they're holding this. So it's pretty great, always being able to get at least one move off with all your Pokemon could always make the difference. As long as you don't miss your move, get flinched, infatuated, confused, paralyzed, asleep, or frozen, you'll at least get one move off. And then for Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, for online, the same item, Focus Sash, but for offline, the Flyinium Z. This is mainly just for that Z Drill Peck, and Z moves never miss as well, so yeah. And then for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, there are no hell items, and then the ability. There's only 2 abilities. I chose the hidden ability, but the basic ability for Zapdos is Pressure. This pretty much makes it to where any Pokemon except for with the ability Pressure, they pretty much, when they use a move, it'll actually use 2 power points instead of 1. So I mean, it's cool and all. But the one that you pretty much want for Zapdos is Static. So with the Pokemon with the ability Static, whenever they get in contact with, whenever they get hit by a contact move from another Pokemon, I believe it's a 30% chance to paralyze that Pokemon. So it's a really good defensive ability. Just so much paralysis stuff with Zapdos is pretty awesome. And then why not for an extra thing? It's even better. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the video. So if you enjoyed, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin's, and goodbye.